everybody. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good day so far, whether it's morning or afternoon or evening when you're watching this. Anyway, I wanted to get a workout to you today with some hand weights, some dumbbells. As always, if you want to do this workout and you don't have any hand weights or dumbbells at home, you can use soup cans, water bottles, anything you have that weighs a few pounds and that's the appropriate weight. Otherwise, if you want to go out and purchase these either in person or online, go ahead and check with the exercises today and see what is the correct size for you. And we'll just be using those today. We'll be doing some seated, some standing exercises. Of course, as always, make sure you have your water, make sure you hydrate. It is cold, you can tell by the way I'm dressed, but we want to make sure that we are still drinking water. I'm not going to turn on any music because they're having a class right outside and they're going to be playing some music, so I don't want to have that going on, both of those at the same time. But go ahead and turn on some music of your own that you would like to have, whatever you would like to listen to. It doesn't matter what the tempo is for this particular workout. Make sure that you have, as always, a sturdy chair that's not going to move on you. So if you need to push it up against a wall, go ahead and do that. Make sure it doesn't have any wheels and it's not going to roll on you. And of course, sturdy shoes, supportive shoes, and a clear space for you to work out in. So no clutter, no area rugs that might slip, nothing like that. So let's just be safe with it. Of course, as always, you can slow down, you can modify, you can take a break, get water whenever you need it, and let's go ahead and get you exercising. All right, have a seat in your chair. I'm not going to do a warm-up or a stretch. I have lots of videos that have lots and lots of stretching, lots of yoga, meditation, cardio workouts. So make sure that you do a little bit of stretches and warm up before you start. If you need to pause this and go ahead and do that, please do so. And then also take some time to stretch at the end of your workout. It is really important that you do all of those things throughout your week. So lots of different videos available on YouTube, either mine or other people's, or live stream videos. So let's go ahead and get you started. We're going to start with a core exercise. So I'd like for you to go ahead and move forward in your chair. You want to be careful that you don't move so far forward that you're going to tip your chair forward, but about halfway forward. You can take one or both of your weights, and we're going to start with some sit-ups. So just hold them up by the upper chest, like right around the collarbone area or slightly lower than that. You're going to lengthen your spine, sit up super tall, and just start leaning back without resting against the back of your chair. So you're going to let your abs hold you there in place and come halfway back up. We're not going to come all the way back up. We want to keep some tension on the abs there. Lean back and come halfway back up. Now make sure that you relax your neck, relax your jaw, and keep breathing. So even though those abs are engaged, we're pulling the belly in. Make sure you continue to breathe, even if you're not taking as deep of a breath as you normally would. Good. Now, if you would like to increase the challenge, we'll go ahead and add the knee lift here, just one at a time. We're never going to bring both feet up off the floor at the same time unless we're hanging on to the chair. Okay? Keep sitting up nice and tall, breathing. Knee lift, if you want to add that in, think of using your abdominals to lift the leg. Good. One more. All right, let's take a little break there. Catch your breath. Nice big inhale, big exhale. Good. All right, so second set of abdominals, we're going to do our rotations. So begin again exactly the same. You're going to sit up tall, pull the belly in. Bring your weights up to the upper chest, shoulders are down, and lean back, again without using the back of your chair, and then we'll do our side-to-side rotation. So just going as far as you can while being safe with it. And if you feel like you want to add to that challenge, go ahead and bring one knee up at a time. Breathing through it, keep the neck relaxed. Think about coming from the obliques, the waistline as you turn. deep breath there, nice deep breath. I'm gonna grab some water. So again, make sure that you are staying hydrated. All right, and the reason it's so cold here is because you can't see it, but we have the door and the windows open for ventilation. That's also why you're going to hear some noise from the class that's outside in the parking lot. So anyway, moving on to our next exercise, we're going to do some cross punches with our weights. So I want you to start just like you did in the last two exercises, engaging those abdominals, lean back, but this time you're going to bring your weights up to shoulder height. And as you sit back up, you're going to punch across. Punch across. Good. So it's a lean back, cross punch, lean back, cross punch, lean back, cross punch. Keep that going. So we've got chest, shoulders, arms, and of course your core, including those obliques, that waistline. Good. Two more. Very nice. All right, so let's switch it up and do a leg one. You're gonna rest one or both weights on your leg right above your knee. Make sure that you're not putting pressure on your knee joint. We're gonna start with the tap out and in. So it's a knee lift, tap out, a knee lift, tap in. Out and in. I'm almost warm enough to take off a layer of clothing here. I'm getting there. It's not nearly as cold as it was a few days ago, so it's almost balmy. Keep breathing through it. All right, one more, and then we're going to switch it up and do our extended leg lift. So I'm going to turn to the side a little bit so you see more than just my foot. All right, so weights are still above the knee, and we're lifting and lowering using that quadricep. Now, I just did a leg workout, so this is kind of intense. All right, make sure that you're slowly lifting and lowering, no momentum. Using that quadricep to lift. All right, and then just a heel toe, just back and forth, heel toe. One more. All right, go ahead and switch those weights over to the other leg. I'm gonna move the water out of the way. Again, make sure that they are placed above the knee. And then the first one is the knee lift and tap out wide and tap back in. Tap out wide and tap back in. Good. Breathe in. Think about that outer glute, outer thigh. Strong legs. Last one. All right, very good. Go ahead and extend that leg forward again. I'm just going to turn off to the side because otherwise all you're going to see is the bottom of my shoe coming towards the camera. Nobody needs that. So again, just slowly lifting and lowering. The leg is almost extended fully straight. Quadricep, whoo, that's a burner. 3, 2, 1. All right, and then the heel toe, heel toe. Nice. Okay, very good. Let's do a lower back one before we come up to standing. So go ahead and put one weight in each hand. We're gonna keep the shoulders back and down. All you're doing is just sitting back up, leaning back. There's going to be some abs in here too, but you want to keep the shoulders back and the chest lifted up. Try to picture your lower back doing the lift. So like a deadlift, if you've ever done one of those, even with a lightweight, we're focusing on the lower back working. One more. All right, great job. We are going to come up to standing next. All right, I'm going to take one layer off here because I am finally getting warmed up, so bear with me a second there. Go ahead and get some water. If you haven't had any water yet, please go ahead and hydrate. Okay, so first one we're going to do from the standing position is going to be the upper back rows. So you can think of this as like a lawnmower type of movement. You can use one or both. This one uses a little bit bigger muscles of the upper back, so you might be able to hold on to both, but if you want to use just one, that is totally fine too. Now, I like to have a split stance for this one. I feel more stable with it, but again, it's up to you, and you can use your hand that's not working to use your chair as a brace. So we're going to bend forward at the waist and pull the weights up to the chest. Now, to make sure that we're using the upper back instead of just the arm and shoulder, we're going to keep the elbow or the upper arm tucked in by the side of the body. Pull that elbow all the way up, bring the weights up to your chest, and bring the shoulder blade in towards the center of your back. So think about those upper back muscles doing the work, okay? Keep breathing. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Nice. 2 more. Good job. All right, I would like for you to put one weight down, and then we're going to do a floor to ceiling here. So you still have the chair for support if you need it. What you're going to do is reach that weight down towards the toes of your front foot, come up and punch it to the ceiling. Now, take up the tempo a little bit faster here. If you have any pain with an overhead press, if your shoulder bothers you, you have any shoulder or rotator cuff issues, you can just do a low punch, okay? So modification if you need it. If you're good with the overhead press, go ahead and do that. And if you're good with the balance, you don't even have to use the chair. So it's floor to ceiling. 3, 2, and 1. All right, one more from this position. We're going to do our tricep kickback. So you're going to pull that elbow behind you like you were doing with the row, but this time I'm going to turn sideways and show you. You're stabilizing the shoulder and just extending at the elbow. So full extension out. Make sure that you're not swinging the shoulder at all. We're going to keep that stable and just extend at the elbow. So this is just the back of the arm. Keep breathing through it. Doing good. One more. All right, great job. Let's go ahead and do an upper lower. We're going to do a lunge with a bicep curl. Yes, just this side, so that we have that other hand still free if we need the chair for support. So we're going to take a wider split stance now. So you're going to have 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. That back heel's lifted up, and then as you come into your lunge, you're going to add a bicep curl. I'm going to shove that chair over a little bit so it's not in my way. I want you to think about dropping that front knee, or that back knee, excuse me, drop that back knee down towards the floor. That front knee is going to stay behind the toes. Your torso stays up and vertical. We're not going to drop forward, okay? We don't want to do that. We are going to do our bicep curl. And of course, if your balance is feeling okay, you can let go of the chair. Mine's a little bit shaky today. I'm still dealing with the foot issue. So I'm going to give myself that support. One more. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and step in, shake out the legs, shake out the arms. We're going to come all the way around to the other side of the chair and go back to the beginning of this section, which is going to be the lawnmower dumbbell rows. So again, you've got that chair there for support, one or both for this one. All right, so if you're feeling okay, you're feeling strong, and you're able to hold on to 2 weights, use 2 weights. Halfway forward lean, and it's a row. So you're bringing those weights up to the chest, elbow up, shoulder blade moving in towards the center of your back. So you are doing that slight lean forward on this one. Chair is there for support, just so that you're not straining your lower back or worried about supporting yourself in that forward hip hinge position. Think about your upper back muscles working there. Keep breathing. Exhale. Inhale. How you doing? Just 2 more. Good. All right. Go ahead and put one down. We're going to do our floor to ceiling. Again, I've still got that slightly split stance, not as wide as a lunge stance, but 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. But your foot position is up to you on this one. We're going to reach down and punch it up. And remember, we're going to take up the tempo on this one. Also remember, your modification is the low punch. So if you have any trouble with an overhead press, any reason not to do that, go ahead and do that modification. Otherwise, you're going all the way up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's go ahead and do our tricep kickbacks. Again, I'm just going to turn to the side, elbow up behind you, stabilize at the shoulder. Remember that we're not swinging the shoulder at all, we're just moving the elbow. Good. Full extension all the way up. Two to go. All right, let's go ahead and do that split stance now. We're going to do our lunge with the bicep curls. So great big step back. Lift that back heel up, toes pointed forward. Remember, you're going to drop that back knee down towards the floor. Front knee stays behind the toes. Shoulders back, chest up, torso up. Keep breathing through it. Good. Lower body, upper body. Full range of motion on that bicep curl. Nice. One more. All right. Good job. Go ahead and shake out arms and legs. Okay, so you can come around behind your chair. I'm going to keep mine off to the side just so that you can see what I'm doing here. I'm going to be doing a wide foot possession squat with an upright row for our next one. So again, lower body, upper body, toes are pointed out just slightly. Have one weight in each hand. You're letting them hang down. Go into your squat. Now again, your chest stays up, shoulders stay back, weight in the heels. Squeeze those glutes, squeeze those inner thigh muscles, and row up. Now, again, little word of caution, you can go wider with the upright rows if you feel any kind of impingement or problem with your shoulders. So we want to be a little bit cautious on this one. Don't use a lot of weight with it, and go, if in doubt, go with a wider row. This is targeting the shoulders. We just want to make sure we keep the rotator cuff safe. More like that. Now from here, we're going to take out the squat and just go into a 45-degree lateral raise. Again, you can adjust this. If you have any kind of pain, any kind of impingement, you can go all the way out to the side. You can do a front raise or even a palms up, but keep the weight light if you're going to do a palms up. I just realized it looks kind of strange with that mirror behind me, so it's like there's two of me doing this exercise. That's all right. You get a bonus teacher. She's behind me working out. One more. All right, let's go ahead and do our rotator cuff. Speaking of that, all right, let's keep it nice and strong. This is called external rotation, and the important things on this are to keep the upper arms completely locked in by the sides. You should not see any daylight between your arm and your torso. And go ahead and alternate the hand that's on top. Good. Keep breathing through it. Nice. Last one. All right, so go ahead and come back to your chair. We are going to do another full body movement. One of the most important things that we need to be able to do, especially as we start to get older, is to get up out of a chair. So we're going to do that specifically on purpose, just because a lot of people do struggle to get up from a chair, especially a lower or softer chair. So even if you can't get all the way down to the ground, you can probably get strong enough to stand up and sit down from a chair. So we are going to do a floor to ceiling move. Now, if you feel like it's too much to do the upper body part as well, just do the sit down, stand up from the chair with body weight. That's completely fine. If you need to have one or both hands free to help push yourself up, that is completely fine. what the full movement is going to look like. We're going to step out wide. We're going to bring our weights down to the floor, and we're going to come up to standing and lift them up in front of us. So again, you can go with a narrower position if that feels better for your body. Narrower foot position. I'm sorry, I know my head's coming up out of frame as I come up, but I think you get the idea. Good. So very important that we keep the quads strong. One more. We want to be able to get up out of a chair. All right, that one was fairly intense, so we're going to put one weight down and do just an upper body wood chop. So on this one, we're going to focus on shoulders, arms, and the waistline. So I'm going to give you a little break today from the full body wood chop, and we'll do the upper body wood chop. You still want to engage your abs. We're going to bring the weight up, across, and down towards the floor. So make sure that you do that rotation as far as you can. Swing it across. Again, modify if you need to. You can modify the range of motion. You can shorten it if you need to. One more. All right, so if you're not sure where to feel it, we've got a lot of shoulders going on there. We've got some torso going on there and a little bit of arms. So think about those as we do our other side. Up, cross, down towards the floor. Up and down. Good. Big reach. Put it on the floor. Put it on the shelf. Put it on the floor. Last 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, so we are going to put our hand weights off to the side. Make sure they're out of your way so that you're not going to trip over them. Grab some water. We're going to finish with a couple of standing exercises for outer thigh, outer glute, and also hamstring. So we're going to use our chair for support. Again, it doesn't really matter which side you start with. We'll do both sides. All right, first part, you're going to be shifting over to that inside leg, and we're just doing a lateral lift here. So this is called abduction, ABD. Abduction, moving away from the midline of the body, focusing on that outer glute, stabilizer muscles, outer thigh. You can even put your hand back there if you're not sure if your glute's working or not. If you have glute amnesia, yes, that's a real thing. Put your hand there so you can feel the muscles work. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and switch you to a rear lift. And again, I'm going to turn to the side just so that you can see it. You're going to be extending that leg up behind. So now we're going to work on the glute max, the big one, the one that you sit on, and the hamstring. So even though you might be using the chair for balance, try to keep your torso up as tall as you can. Chair is for balance. Apparently mirror is for balance in my case. Now squeeze that glute. Again, if you need to put the other hand there so you can feel it, I have clients that struggle to feel that muscle working. You want to make sure that the glute does its job so the other muscles don't have to do its job for it. Nice. One more. Okay, let's switch to the other side. That standing leg might be kind of tired, and that's okay. That's normal. So this side may be a little bit more challenging for you just because it's the second side. We're going to shift again to that inside leg and starting with that abduction. Not to be confused with adduction, which is the inner thigh. AB versus AD. Good. So again, stabilizer muscles. You can put your hand on the outside of the glute if you want to. Outer thigh muscles. Keep breathing. Don't concentrate so hard that you forget to breathe. Nice. Just 2 more. And break. Okay, so we're going to do the lift to the rear. I'm going to turn again so that you can see it. You do not need to turn. Same side, lifting to the rear. So now we're on that big gluteus maximus. Do your best to keep your torso lifted up, even though you might be using your chair for support. Don't forget, I have balance training as part of some of my videos, so be sure you catch those. I try to put that in the title if it's included. We got a lot of videos on YouTube and Facebook available for y'all to watch, so You got plenty to keep you from being bored. You can go all the way back to when I first started making them and had no clue what I was doing. I still really don't, but they seem to work. Squeeze, lift, one more. Awesome job. All right, go ahead and shake those legs out. Okay, so a couple of quick stretches here before we finish. Go ahead and grab the top of the chair. We're gonna do my favorite one, the modified downward dog. Go ahead and take a great big step back with both feet. So your goal is to lengthen the whole back side and stretch the whole back side of your body. So press your hips back, lengthen your spine, bring your ears down by your arms. Think of stretching your shoulders, your back, your hips, your glutes, your hamstrings, your calves. And then slowly step up. Make sure that you don't come up too quickly. Take a water break if you need it. All right, if you haven't had any for a little while, go ahead and take a moment. If you're ready for the next one, go ahead and just grab those hands together behind your back, rotate your shoulders back, and then ear to shoulder. Now, if that's too strong of a stretch, just release those hands out from behind your back. Keep breathing through it. Let's do the other side, ear to shoulder. You can repeat this however often you want during the day. This is a very tight area for a lot of people, the sides and the back of the neck. So feel free to take a stretch break multiple times throughout your day. Come back to center, tuck the chin down towards the chest. Again, if you need to release the hands out, go ahead. And go ahead and do your shoulder rolls. Remember, always front to back so that we want to open the chest and shoulders. We want to reverse any bad postural habits that we have, and we all have them. So we're going to roll front to back. Now, one more thing I want to do for your posture is we're going to do the turtle. So you're going to bring your head straight back. It's not tucking the chin down. You're going to keep your chin up, but you're going to pull your head back like a turtle pulling into its shell. Shoulders are all the way back and down. You're probably going to feel a strong stretch there, and that means just that you need to do it more, just like I do. Breathe. Good posture. All right, from here, our final stretch. Stand up tall. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, open out. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, open out. Let's do one last thing. Let's do our nice, loose, side to side. This is just a relaxing way to finish any workout. So everything is just kind of loose and floppy now. All the hard stuff's over. All right, so thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Yes, please feel free to check out some of the other videos for more stretching. We've got strength training with the band and the ball. We've got cardio videos. We have yoga videos, meditation. Go ahead and check some of those out. Please do. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. Click the little bell icon so you get notifications. Give it a like if you liked it. And same thing if you're watching on Facebook. If you wouldn't mind liking my page or subscribing to my page, liking the video, much appreciated. Those algorithms show it to more people. So I appreciate that. And I will see you all in the next video. And I hope you have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week. Stay warm and dry. Bye-bye.